Hello, a very good afternoon to you, and welcome to the Commentary Hub's alternative coverage of China against England in the final match of in England's final Group D match of the Women's World Cup 2023. I'm your alternative commentator, Nicholas Jones. But before we get into the main business of the day, it's now time to go through the results of what happened yesterday, and we start with Costa Rica against Zambia in Group C. It was the first ever win for Zambia in a FIFA tournament, but they are already out. Lashomo and Mwimba, Barbara Banda, and Rachel Kudananji were the scorers, even though Melissa Herrera reduced the deficit for Costa Rica, and Zambia's win ensured that they finished third in Group C. Japan and Spain are already through, but they faced each other, and Japan thrashed Spain 4-0. Hinata Miyazawa scored twice, and both Riko Ueki and Mina Tanaka scored once. And in my opinion, they are worth keeping an eye on in the knockout rounds, and it'll be interesting to see how they progress. And as I mentioned just now, Japan actually top Group C, with Spain the runners-up, and they will be playing in the round of 16 on August the 5th. Spain will be against Switzerland, while Japan's opponents will be Norway. And now we move on to what happened in Group B. It was Canada against Australia in Group B. And Australia's win means that they top the table and will face the Group D runners-up. Hayley Rasso and Mary Fowler were the standout players of the match, while Steph Catley was the other scorer, and Sam Kerr, who has recovered from her calf injury, even though she didn't feature in the Canada-Australia match, will likely make her first Women's World Cup appearance in the round of 16. And the other match was between the Republic of Ireland and Nigeria. They became, even though Nigeria didn't score, their result was enough for them to go through to the round of 16, but they needed a goal to unseat Australia. But even so, the Republic of Ireland got their first point. But as we know, they were already eliminated. Nigeria have been one of the surprises of the tournament so far, and I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Australia top Group C, with Nigeria the runners-up. And Canada's early exit from the Women's World Cup, to me, was the first major shock. They were aiming high to reach the quarterfinals for the first time since 2015 and possibly beyond, and they were looking to carry their momentum from the Tokyo Olympics, where they of course won the gold medal. And talking of match, and as for Nigeria and Australia in the round of 16, Australia will host the Group D runners-up on August the 7th, and Nigeria will be up against the Group D winners, which could well be either England or Denmark. That's enough talk of what happened yesterday. We'll be back in a moment with the commentary for China, with China against England. Plus we'll go through the roundups. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to our coverage of on the commentary hub of China against England in the Women's World Cup. Before we go into any news and any permutations as to how the final group results will be affected, we'll now go through the lineup, starting with England, and it's Marriott's in goal. And the remaining players are Lucy Bronze, Alex Greenwood, the captain, Millie Bright, Lauren James, Georgia Stanway, Rachel Daly, Lauren Hemp, Jess Carter, Casey Zeeland, and Alessia Russo. For China, we have Zhu in goal, then Li, Wang Shuang, Yao Wei, Wang Shanshan, Yang, Lu, Chen, Yao Lingwei, Wu, and Zhang Linyan. Our referee is Casey Rybelt of Australia. She refereed Spain's 3-0 win over Costa Rica on July the 21st. Assistant referees are Ramina Tsoy of Kyrgyzstan and Heba Sadie of Palestine. The fourth official, Marianela Araya of Costa Rica. On VAR is Juan Soto of Venezuela, and the assistant referee, Diane Muniz dos Santos, also of Brazil, and the offside VAR, Shirley Perello of Honduras. The Lionesses only need a point to qualify for the round of 16. Although some people are predicting that England will win against China. China have qualified for the round of 16 in every single Women's World Cup since the first edition way back in 1991. They'll need to work hard for it though, as defeats to England will most likely mean an early exit. Denmark will be coincidentally in Group D. Denmark will be playing in their final group stage match against Haiti, who are at the bottom of the group, having lost to both England and China. Haiti are mathematically still with a chance, though I personally feel a win against Denmark is highly unlikely. But it's not my opinion. But it's not my opinion that counts. It's yours. And Russ has come in to say, tuned in, Nick. Good afternoon, Russ. Hope you're doing well. And now we can get back to the anyway. If Denmark need to beat England Denmark need to win by more than 1 goal if they are to in order to top the group. And this could benefit China, because if England lose by more than 1 goal and Denmark win, the Lionesses will not qualify for the next round. Just looking at the table right now, England on top with 6, Denmark and China on 3, and Haiti rock bottom with 0. Zhang Wei is absent through suspension because she picked up a yellow card because she picked up a straight red, I should say, in China's last group stage match against Haiti. And Kira Walsh currently going through a recovery phase after picking up a knee injury in her match in England's last group stage match against Denmark. The experienced Katie Zeeland taking her place, and the team's now gathered at the foot of the tunnel. The game is playing at the Hindmarsh Stadium in Adelaide. Lauren James composing herself as they get ready to come out, and quite a lot of England fans. We love England. The spectators are displaying, and the flags are flying everywhere. and what must be going through their minds as the players and match officials make their way out onto the pitch. I would have to say that the Chinese player to watch would be Wang Shuang, who scored the match-winning penalty in China's last match against Haiti. The players now making their way onto the centre of the pitch. One or two of the fans wearing scarves. Being that it's winter in the southern hemisphere, it's going to be very cold in this part of Australia. As Millie Bright leads the team into their positions, and pretty soon we will pause for the national anthems, and I think the first national anthem will be the national anthem of England. Rachel Daly looking on. What a good contingent of Chinese supporters as well. One of them waving his fist. He's looking forward to it. As there's a lot of people with painted faces, scarves, team colours, everything. And that is great to see. So we pause for the national anthem of China.
Please remain standing if you are able for the national anthem of England.
Both national anthems being played out and sung by players, management, and supporters. Currently, just caught a shot of the FIFA president Gianni Infantino inside the stadium for China. As I mentioned earlier, this is a must-win game for them, as that will give them a top 2 place as long as Denmark don't win. So unfortunately for China, they cannot control They cannot control what happens. They cannot control what happens elsewhere. There were a couple of matches earlier today in Group. There were a couple of matches earlier on today in Group E, and we will have the results for you at half time. So we've now just got a few minutes to go until kick-off. And, remind you that our referee is Casey Rybouts of Australia, assistant referee Ramina Soy of Kyrgyzstan, and Aba Sadeh of Palestine is also the second assistant referee. And there they are, the match officials and the captains going through the traditional handshakes. Millie Bright, the England captain, of course, and a quick shot of the VAR room just to remind you that Juan Soto of Venezuela is the main video assistant referee. For China, it is a 4-4-2 formation. Zhu in goal, then Chen, Yao, Wang, Li, and Zhang, Wang, Lao, Wang Shuang, Lu, and Wu Si. Wang Shanshan, I believe, is the Chinese captain. For England, they have gone for a different option to China. It's a 4-2-3-1 formation. Earps in goal, Greenwood, Carter, Brighton, Bronson defence, Stanway and Zeeland in midfield. Hemp, James and Daly are the three flanking forwards. Alessia Russo is the lone striker. And we've also got media, radio, jingles and gaming coming in saying, hi, Nicholas Jones, I think it says. Good commentary as always. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying what I've been doing. And I hope this one will be good as well. Chloe Kelly could make a substitute. Chloe Kelly dropped to the bench. She could make an appearance at half time. She could make an appearance in the second half. You never know. China just breaking from the huddle. England are about to do the same momentarily. Serena Wiegman looking on, and so too is her opposite number, Shui Qingxia, who has been the manager of China since October 2021. And so the countdown begins to England's last group stage match of the Women's World Cup. Will they get the point that they need to qualify? Or will they just go all guns blazing for outright victory? Away we go then for China against England at the Hindmarsh Stadium, their final match in Group D, and it's England with the early touches of the ball. Millie Bright passes down wing to Alex Greenwood. Greenwood crossing the ball, tried to cross the ball forward, but was cut out by China. The ball. I couldn't see which Chinese player had it. It's Rachel Daly now for England. Greenwood. She passes back towards Bright. Jess Carter, I think. Now it's with Alessia Russo. Though I think she was almost tackled, but I think she was almost tackled by Lu. We'll have to see what it is momentarily. China throw-in, by the way. The ball now taken by, I think that was Lauren James, but China were quick to retake it. In fact, it was actually Jess Carter. So the action's already started, and we've barely just gone a minute in. England with the first attack at goal, but nothing in it so far. Still 0-0 between the two after almost a minute and a half. Bright has regained the ball for England. That's a long cross, I should say, to, I think that was Lucy Bronze, but China were able to cut her out. I think that might have been by Zhang Lin Yan, and the ball has gone out again. Serena Wiegman looking on and making notes in her book. China throwing once again, and the ball being thrown. So I think that was Yaoling Wei. China. This is the first time. This is, I think, the first time that China have chance that China have had. China have had. Bright to Carter. Now back towards Bright. Although she had to watch out briefly for Lu. Bright again. And crosses. So I think that might have been Wang. Wang Xingshan. Indeed, it was. But England retake it through Stanway. Now Lucy Bronze. Bronze towards Lauren Hebb. Back to Bronze. Now Stanway. Did well to try and break through, but was halted by China. And now it's Wang Shanshan. Tries to cross to Lu, and she does so. But good tackle by Millie Bright. It's Greenwood again, or was that Daly? No, it was Daly. Greenwood to Stanway. Now James, but cut out very well. But cut out very well by Mengwen. It's Lesia Russo this time round. Russo to Lauren Hebb. The ball in the 18-yard box, almost picked up by Bronze. Defended by China. Not for long. England take the lead through Alessia Russo. And that is her first ever goal at a Women's World Cup. That is more like the Alessia Russo we know. She was completely unmarked. The Chinese players didn't even know she was there. And her brilliant goal just caught them napping. And no goals coming in yet between Haiti and Denmark. But now I'm just going to take another look at that again. Russo, good use of the foot, and Zhu tried to get to it, but it was to no avail. And after 5 minutes, it's China 0, England 1. Right, Greenwood. Now the ball is with Katie Zeeland. Back towards Bright. Right. Now Stanway almost tackled by Wang Shuang. Greenwood passes back to Mary Ertz in goal. Now Jess Carter. Carter has to go. Carter tries to look for a way around the Chinese defence. Now back to Bright. Bright. Now Carter again. Almost nicked by Wang Shuang, although the forward play by England was halted by the Chinese defence. This is the captain. I think it was briefly with the captain. That was briefly with the captain Wang, but nothing comes of it so far. Wang Shanshan, I should say. Looked like another good forward play by England, but China appears to have wise to them now. And as things stand right now, China go out. Remember, they have never gone out at the group stage and have played at every Women's World Cup since 1991. Again, what a brilliant performance and finish by Alessia Russo. She is hoping that hopefully there will be more from her to come yet. So a goal kick to be taken by Zhu. And Zhu kicks the ball out of goal, almost picked up by Chao Zhu. Although England were quick to hold them off, or hold her off, I should say. Throw in to England, and this time, and it will be Bronze to throw. She throws to Alessia Russo. Russo passes the ball back out to Bronze. She had no choice. And circling around like a hawk is Zhang, but England do well to keep the ball. Greenwood to Zeeland. Now back to Bright. Bright. Now Carter. She passes back to Bright. Millie Bright again passes back up the wing to Carter. And now The ball's being played forward to Lauren Hemp, who has to watch out for Yao and Zhao Zhu. But I think Zhao Zhu pulled Hemp's shirt. Referee saying play on, no foul. It's James, who almost passed to Daly, but was cut out by Zhao Zhu. And the England supporters applauding that particular effort. Bright passes back down to Greenwood. Now it's Daly. Greenwood again. Greenwood passes to Bright, and that's a long-range cross by Bright to Rachel Daly. Daly now Hemp, and caught once again this time, and caught now by Casey Zeelam. Zeelam to Greenwood. Now Millie Bright, just over 9 minutes in. England 0, China 0, England 1. It's Daly. Daly to Greenwood. No, still no further goals coming in as of yet for Denmark against Haiti. Bronze to Lauren James, although Wang Lin Yan is looking threatening. She passes to Jess Carter. England once again doing well to hold on. England only need a point to qualify for the round of 16, but a win will do nicely as Russo crosses into the 18-yard box. The ball almost saved by Zhu, but Lucy Bronze was too far back from the ball to have a go of it. But England looked like they were going to try again, and that was by Lauren Hemp, I believe. I'm just going to take a look at that again on my monitor. Good crossing by Russo. Bronze couldn't get to it, and the speed of the goal by Russo, that was some 43 kilometers an hour, the maximum at 63, and that was by a distance of 14.1 meters. Daly passes back up the wing to Jess Carter. Carter to Bright. Right. Now I think that was Stanway. And Stanway to Bright. Now Greenwood. Greenwood passes back to Bright. And Bright, that's a nice long cross too. I think that was Bronze, but again, China were able to hold them off. Then that was a good intercept by, I think that was Yao. Stanway for England. Bronze to Millie Bright. Now Casey Zeelam. Casey Zeelam passes to Alex Greenwood. Greenwood now to Russo. Russo to Carter. Now Georgia Stanway. Bronze passes downwing to Bright. Further downwards to Greenwood. And Casey Zeelam. Zeelam to Daly. Now back towards Greenwood. Although Russo had a brief touch of the ball, though it was briefly intercepted by China and Liu, but England were able to retake it. Right. Looking for someone to pass it to. She passes to Greenwood. I thought she was going to go a bit further up the pitch. Greenwood passes up to Jess Carter, although she has to watch out for Yao. Now but the ball still remains with England. Bright, Greenwood. Now Bright again. Bright passes up the wing to Jess Carter. Now Bright again. England now starting to become a bit more defensive. Looks like China are starting to be more aggressive. But this has cost them, and Russo now pelting up towards the goal. Daly, is it going to be 2? No, just over the bar. Oh, in fact, it was Lauren Hemp who had the final touch. That could have easily been England's second goal. And Serena Wiegman now taking a moment to sort of calm down after that momentary rush of adrenaline. So good pass by Russo to Hemp, but she was fouled. I couldn't see by who. Is this going to go? Was the referee going to make a decision on this? The answer is no. So it's just a goal kick to China. Ball cleared out by Zhu. Should a penalty have been applied? I don't really know. But what do you think? So Millie Bright to Alex Greenwood. Now back towards Bright. Still no goals as of yet between Denmark and Haiti. So it still looks as though Denmark will be going through with England anyway. Greenwood to Katie Zeeland. Now Millie Bright and Bright. That's a nice long range cross to Stanway. So now Katie Zeeland. Or was that Lucy Bronze? No, it was Bronze. And China have retaken the ball through Yang. That might have been that might well have been Yang. And this is Wang Shuang, who remember scored that penalty in their last match against Haiti. China looking to be more aggressive. And remember Wang Shangshan. She has 104. She has played for her country some 154 times and scored 58 goals. But England are still dominant in terms of ball control. Although that looked to me as though it was Wu who was after the. Well, that looked to me it was Wu who was after the ball. England was still able to keep hold of it though. Greenwood to Rachel Daly. Passes to tries to pass to Russo, but Russo's path was blocked by China. England retake the ball though, and so it's Greenwood, but I think she slips up and sent the ball over the line, so it will be a throw in to China. So that looks to be Li Mengwen. That looks to be Li Mengwen to take the throw, which he did. Ball went to Mary Earps in goal, and that would have almost been picked up by Wu. Bright to Jess Carter. Carter now passing back down to Millie Bright. Right now Greenwood back towards Bright. And England doing really well to hold on to the ball. That was Bronze to Lauren Hemp, but China again doing well to defend. Although England still aren't giving this one up. Greenwood to Bright. Now I think that might have been Stanway. Stanway to Greenwood again. And now Greenwood searching for Lucy Bronze, has found her. Nice, good use of the ball. Carter to Casey Zeeland. And Zeeland trying to cross to Russo, but she gets tangled up with somebody. No, it was Daly. That might have been a knock to the head, and I think that was by Mengwen. And the referee can't, and the referee saying, look, and the referee saying, look, don't do that, otherwise you're going to get in the book. And And I think she just rammed her or something. I'm not too sure, but Alex Greenwood in the background clearly showing her displeasure. Free kick to England. This could be another chance for them to. This could be another chance. This could be another chance for them to double their lead. Greenwood standing over the ball along with Casey Zeeland. Could Lauren Hemp yet? Could Lauren Hemp be the one to take the free kick? And a decision appears to have been made. It's Casey Zeeland, the referee, making sure that everyone is in the correct position. Lauren James flanking, or Lauren James trying to put off, looking to put off the Chinese defensive wall. And away we go then for the free kick. Zeeland dawdling a bit. Should have taken the shot at the first instance, in my view. China have retaken the ball, and this could cost England. And now it's China's turn to show. Now it's China's turn to show some good ball control. Yang with the ball briefly, and Daly appears to have collided with a Chinese player. It's Wu. But China are undeterred. Wang Shangshang to Wu. Now it was with, I think that was Yao, but a Chinese player has been brought down. I think that might have been Yao. Good interception of the ball by England, but now they've given it away to China again. Meng Wen gives it away to Lu, I think. Ball not being crossed forwards to Lu, but that's deflected away by England for a China throw-in. Trying to take the throw-in, of course. So Meng Wen almost tried to pass, but the ball was deflected away. So it'll be an England throw this time. Alex Greenwood will be the player to take the throw for England. In terms of ball control, England are on top of that with 78%. China have only had 12%, and in contest 10%. But China almost retake it, but it goes back to Greenwood, and now Russo looks like she was going to take the ball, but taken really well by Wang Shangshuang. England tried to tackle, but Shangshuang has it back though. Is this China's best chance at goal? Well, if it was, it was halted very rapidly by England. And we've just had confirmation that Denmark have taken the lead against Haiti at the Perth Rectangular Stadium. It was Pernille Harder of Chelsea, the Denmark captain, in the 21st minute. England back to the here and now at the Hindmarsh Stadium. England are about to take a throw. And it will be Alex Greenwood. Looking for someone to throw it to. She throws rapidly to Millie Bright. Bright to Jess Carter. Now Lucy Bronze, I should say. Back to Carter. Earps to Bright. Bright now to Greenwood, and now he passes back towards her. Right now to Jess Carter. Right again. Greenwood passes the ball up front to Lauren Hemp. Although Yao is breathing down her neck, and so too is Meng Wen, but Hemp holds on to the ball really well. Now she passes to Lauren James. James has to watch. No, and now James has to watch out. But she's hot. But she did really well to hold her composure. Jess Carter now with the ball, having received it further up the wing. Passes to Mary Earp. She was the only player who could get to it. Greenwood to Bright. Now Jess Carter again. Carter to Bronze, although Bronze was searching for Russo. Good interception though by Yao Wei. And it's a throw in to England. Could they yet produce something from this? And standing with the ball was Lucy Bronze. She throws to Stanway, but China foresaw this and kept the ball out. Another throw into England. It's with Hemp to James. Although she has been tackled by Yang to I think that was Lou who may have fouled Greenwood from behind. Deflected away though for a throw in to Meng Wang for China. Chinese cap and the ball was almost intercepted by the Chinese captain Wang Shanshan. England are looking to intercept, but again China did really well to hold them off that time. That I think was a tackle by Daly on Wu, but yet she wasn't cautioned. Meng Wang for China. And she passes to Wang Shanshan. Now the ball has been intercepted by England through Carter. Carter to Bright. Now Stanway, but given away to Yao. England managed to retake it. It's James to Lesia Russo, and England have doubled their lead. It's Lauren Hemp that time, and England could well be on the way to making it a double, or add more goals if they want, or add more goals if they need to. The Chinese fans are starting to look anxious. They know that if things keep on going the way they are, defeat is almost inevitable. Bright, almost tackled by Wang Shuang. Did really well to hold off to the ball, but the ball was played forward beautifully to Lauren Hemp, and that was by James. And Hemp didn't need a second invitation. The goal was open. She just slotted it straight in. Good work by the Manchester City forward, and that is her 11th goal in 41 appearances. Still 1-0 to Denmark in their game against Haiti. So the way things stand, England and Denmark will be advancing through to the round of 16. Remember the Group D winners will go on to face Nigeria in the round of 16, and it looks as though England will be the team to do that. And the ball now given to Liu for China. Bright has to think quickly, but she has a team. But the good news is the good thing is she and her teammates work like a well-oiled machine. Good attack, good block by England. It's James, although she is under pressure from Meng Wang and Yao. But But the ball kept by Li Mengwen, I should say. Good block by England. Although a corner has been given to China, and would you believe it is the first corner of the tournament, and Wang Shuang gets ready to take the corner. Waits for the signal. She raises her arms, signals she's ready, and the ball goes straight into the 18-yard box. But England do well. But England do well to keep this one out. Ball now still with China, and Wang Shuang now Li Mengwen, but the ball goes out of play. And will it be another corner and will it be another throw in to China? Yes, indeed it will. I thought it was going to be a corner. So Li Mengwen throws. China still managed to keep hold of the ball. England, nice tackle through Zealand. Retaken though by China. And Wang Shuang. James does well to clear it to Alessia Russo, but China aren't fooled. They almost take it back, but England do well to hold on. Russo to Daly. Daly now passes to Casey Zealand. Zealand now to Jess Carter. 30 minutes have now been played at the Hindmarsh Stadium. It's still the goal score is now China 0, England 2. And Lauren Hebb looks like she could be going for a third, but she sends it just wide. That may have come off a deflection from somebody from China. It might have been Yao. It might have been Yao Wei. We'll just have to take another look at that on my monitor. So Daly initially had the ball, but was Hemp offside? She may have been, but either way, it doesn't matter. Her shot missed. As Zhu gets ready to clear the ball out of goal. So away she goes. Zhu, but gives it to England and Lucy Bronze. Bronze passes to Zhu's opposite number, Mary Earps. Earps to Greenwood. Now Millie Bright. Bright passing back down to Greenwood. And Greenwood now crossing the ball forward to, I think that was Stanway. Bronze. Almost intercepted though by China. Stanway does well to hold on to the ball. She passes to Zealand. And Bronze. England are wearing white shirts and socks and blue shorts. China are all in red. And Zealand to Bright. Now Alex Greenwood. Greenwood passes back towards Millie Bright. Right. Now to Jess Carter. And Carter now passes to Stanway. Hemp was almost tackled, but she did well to receive the ball. Now the ball being played by James to Daly. Daly pushed away by Li Mengwen. She may have got and in fact Daly may have accidentally deflected the ball out for a China throw. The ball thrown to I think that was Wang Shanshan, but England quickly intercept. Daly to James, although James almost pushed by Li Mengwen. It's Daly again for England, and now Lucy Bronze smacks off the post. That could have been England's third, and Bronze has gone onto the ground. But she is able to get back up into a sitting position. That could have been nasty, but what could have also been more excruciatingly painful for England is that missed opportunity with the ball just smacking off the post. And Serena Wiegmann can't believe it. That should have been England's third. And we've now the most involved players in terms of possessions. Bright has been the most involved with 21%. And England still have ball control. It's Rachel Daly, although she almost loses it to Lou, but England still managed to keep it through. Ham into the 18-yard box, but headed away by the Chinese defenders. It's now Lou crossing forward to, I think that was Wang or Wu, but not to be as England were able to intercept that one and pass it to Ertz. The ball is now currently with Lucy Bronze. Now Russo, who was under a bit of pressure, but was under a bit of pressure from Chaozhou, but from Chen Chaozhou, but not to be that time. Bright to Greenwood. Now Bright again. Still 1-0, but still 1-0 to Denmark in their match against Haiti. Bright to Carter. Now Alex Greenwood. We now have 10 minutes to go until half time. It's still China 0, England 2. Carter to Millie Bright. Bright passes up the wing to Lucy Bronze. Almost tackled, but she did well to hold on. Now it's Stanway crossing to Rachel Daly. Although Lou looked like she was going to try and get hold of it, but England did really well to hold on. Daly once more. Straight into the 18-yard box, and Lucy Bronze looking for Russo. But Russo was too far back. I think she was impeded by a couple of Chinese players, and Zhu was able to deflect that one away. So good header by Stanway, but I think Russo might have been held back. Ball just bounces off the top of the net though, and it's given England a corner. Katie Zeeland to take the corner for the Lionesses. Runs up and kicks the ball into the 18-yard box. Pumped away by Zhu. England are giving up. But China's momentum just senses away. Zeeland crossing into the 18-yard box. And now the ball is with Stanway, though Wang Lin Yan is able to steal it from England. Tries to pass it to her captain. Almost retackled by England, but China are able to hold on to it, though not for long. They are still far behind England in terms of ball control and possession. Bright to Carter. Now Carter passes back down the wing to Greenwood. Greenwood now to Millie Bright. Bright trying to cross to Daly. Now it's with, I think that was with James. James to Jess Carter. Now Alex Greenwood. Greenwood to Daly. Now James. Greenwood again. James. Greenwood. They're just passing it back. They're just passing it back. They're just passing it back to each other. But Greenwood has a change of mind and passes to Bright. Now Greenwood again. James. It's Lauren James. Under pressure from Lou. Does well to pass up. Does well to pass back to pass back up to Zeeland. Stanway. Stanway now back to Zeeland. And Zeeland sends the ball back towards Bright. Although we've momentarily lost the picture, we've got it back. Nothing much has changed though. It's James to Lucy Bronze. Was aiming for Stanway, but it's now back with Zeeland. Bronze passes to Millie Bright. Bright now to I think that was Stanway. Stanway to Greenwood. Greenwood now passing to Casey Zeeland. Back towards Bright. Bright to Carter. Zeeland. Bronze. Now Alessia Russo. Russo scored that wonderful goal early on in the first half, remember? And Bronze gets Bronze gets tangled up. And Bronze gets tangled up with Yang. Serena Wiegmann in conversation with her assistant coach Arjan Veronique. And but did Lucy Bronze start that? I think she might have done with a light touch in the back. But the decision is in favour of England. But the decision is in favour of England. Looks to be another free kick. We'll just wait. We'll just wait for the right confirmation. And Millie Bright now standing. What looks to be inside the 18-yard box. Yes, indeed, it is a free kick. It'll be either Greenwood or Zeeland to take. Could this be England's third with just under 5 minutes to go until half-time? We shall see. So Greenwood to Lauren James, and Lauren James makes it 3 for England. That was a wonderful volley. That was a wonderful long-range shot, I should say, from far back. She scored beautifully in the last match against Denmark. She's done it again today against China. Let's see that again. Greenwood appeared to read Lauren James's mind, and she just fires it in with absolute ease and precision, just like a rocket. It knew where it was headed, and the ball went straight into the net, and England are 3-0 up. And China must now know that defeat and an early group stage exit is now all but inevitable. Zeeland to Georgia Stanway. Stanway passes to Lucy Bronze and Alessia Russo, but nothing comes of it. So Greenwood to Bright. Now back to Greenwood. James. Lou tries to retake it for China. Now it's Millie Bright. Bright to Mary Earps. Carter passes to Bright. Now Greenwood. And Greenwood crossing the ball to James, although the ball was intercepted by China and Wang Shangshan. China managed to keep hold of it until Greenwood tackles. So Greenwood now looking for someone to pass it to. She passes to James, who does a back pass to Greenwood. Greenwood now passing to Millie Bright. Now the ball is with Jess Carter. and what looks to be Stanway. Stanway passes to Earps. Greenwood. Now Greenwood. I think that was Bright. Back to Greenwood. Through it via Zeelam. Now it's with Jess Carter. Carter this time to Bronze. Zeelam. But the ball is given away to China. And the ball is now with Wang Shuang. But it goes over the line, and I'm actually beginning to have second thoughts about this. It was actually Zhang Linyan who had the ball. Wu did well to pass to Zhang Linyan, and that has given. And the England deflection has conceded a corner to China. With just a minute to go, can China somehow pull back the deficit? The answer appears to be no at the moment. Although they're not giving up. Good defending of the goal area by England. Wang Shuang looked like she was going to try and set up a teammate, but just as I say that, Daly goes down. I think a shirt was pulled, and China looked like they were going to go for another opportunity. We'll have to wait and see what happens with Rachel Daly. I think she's going to carry on playing by the looks of it. Indeed she is. But oh no, she's still down. I do apologise. And that looks pretty bad. And that was an elbow to the face by Zhang Linyan. And Li Mengwen could have reduced the deficit for China, but England can count their lucky stars that they didn't. Stanway looking concerned. That looks pretty bad. As the Chinese coach Zhui Qingxia now is now talking to the team. We're into the 45th minute. We don't know how many minutes are going to be added on, and just as I say that, 4 minutes. 4 minutes have been added on, and Rachel Daly. England cannot afford to lose her because they've already lost one too many decent players. Millie Bright in conversation with Serena Wiegman and taking a drink. Daly back up on her feet. Outwardly she appears to be okay. That was the finish by Lauren James. World class, I'd call it. And sharing goals like this with your teammates. It's great to see. The banner says Lauren James is better than Reece James, her brother at Chelsea, also an England international. But I still think that subject's up for debate. Daly appears to be all right. She may have to be substituted at half time. Is that a nosebleed? Certainly feeling her way around her sort of nasal area, but I don't see any blood coming out, so she would appear to be fine, and that's good news. Carter to Stanway. Stanway passes to Casey Seelam, but intercepted really well by China. And down, I think that was Wu who went down. England were able to retake the ball. It's now with Bright. We've now just got under 90 seconds to go until the half-time whistle, and it's Jess Carter crossing the ball forward to Alessia Russo. Russo on the verge of the 18-yard box. And the ball was almost sent into James, but China did well to block. England still looking for another one, and it's Russo, but it goes over the bar. They'll certainly have more chances like that in the second half because there isn't much time left. Because there isn't much time left in the first half. Good ball control by England. Russo should have aimed for a bit wider, but her path was intercepted. It's now a corner to England. Greenwood to take it. The ball goes into the 18-yard box, punched away by Zhu. And with less than 20 seconds to go until half time, England are desperately looking for their fourth. But it goes out to play again for what would be another corner. And it will be Katie Zeeland to take the corner for England. She runs up, kicks the ball into the 18-yard box. Cleared away initially by China, although Lauren James is going after the ball. And now Lauren James crosses into the 18-yard box, headed by Hem. Now it's with Lucy Bronze. Bronze to James. Can James make it a second? She can! It's England's fourth! And Lauren James does it again! Superb finish by the Chelsea forward! The congratulations from her teammates, very well deserved. The England fans are loving this. We're gonna go slightly over than what was intended. China did well initially to head it away, but James was all over the ball like a hawk. She went for the first try, but she tried again, and that was what mattered. Straight into the left side. That is absolute magic. But hold everything. We're going to VAR to check to see whether the goal was actually legal. Bronze protest, but the referee's not hearing it. She's now having a chat. She's now talking to everyone in the VAR room, and in fact, she's going to go over to the monitor to take a look at it to check to see whether it is a goal. And Anne Jones, my aunt, coincidentally says, "What a superb goal!" But it's under review. And John and JB Sports, that's John Stuttard to you and me, says, "Good comms, Nick. Hope you're well." But so this was the deflection away by Bronze. I think James did everything right, but was a player offside. I think that's what Casey Rybels is interested in. Was Russo or somebody momentarily offside? I couldn't see anyone offside. Did Russo move a fraction offside? This could be what the referee's interested in. She's studying the pictures very carefully. And the referee now runs back on, and the referee now making her way back onto the pitch. I think she has the decision. We'll let you know very shortly. Any second now, we'll let you know what happened. And no goal! And the goal's been disallowed. I don't believe it. What should have been England's fourth It won't count. I think my suspicion is because Russo was offside. But it is difficult for me to say whether she was actually going after the ball or not. She didn't need to, in my view. So, but my opinion is kind of 50-50 at the moment. What do you think? And you'll have about 15 minutes to let me know what you think, as it is half time. What should have been England have just come straight out of the box and have just gone for us all guns blazing. Even though they might have had their fourth goal ruled offside, they will surely be looking for more. For China, it'll be a case of keeping the score down. Half time at the Hindmarsh Stadium. China 0, England 3. We're gonna go for a break, but join us again when we return. Welcome back to the Commentary Hub's coverage of China against England in Group D of the Women's World Cup. And the halftime score, by the way, in the other match, Haiti 0, Denmark 1. So Denmark looking more and more likely to join England as the Group D runners up. England surely on their way to winning Group D. Remember, in their next match, if they win, which as I keep saying is very highly likely, they will face Nigeria in the round of 16. Denmark's next round opponents looking more and more likely to be Australia. So an amazing performance by England throughout the first half. A goal each for Russo, Hemp, and James. James could have added a second to make it 4 for the Lionesses, but her decision was ruled. But her goal was ruled out as offside. I mean to say, but her goal was disallowed because I think it's because Russo was in the wrong position, thereby disallowing the goal as offside. England will need to shake that off. England will need to shake that off at half time. England will have needed to shake it off at the halftime break, so that they can get themselves going again and build up their momentum for the second half. We're also live on the Commentary Hub 2, Storm FM, JB Sports, and we're also and you can also find us on Twitch as well. So any minute now, the players will leave the tunnel and reconverge on the pitch. We've also got earlier results we've also got results from matches that were played earlier on today in Group E. Portugal drew 0-0 against the United States, and the Netherlands beat Vietnam 7-0. We will be covering the full stories of those games on our roundup show later today, plus the final standings of the Group E table and who the top two will likely face in the round of 16. We're just waiting for the England players to come back out. Players that stood out for me, of course, were Russo, Hemp, and Lauren James, and we've got a halftime substitution. Georgia Stanway surprisingly coming off and making way for the experienced Jordan Nobbs. Or is that Laura Coombs? I think it's Laura Coombs that's coming on. I do apologise. Laura Coombs has made only 6 appearances for the Lionesses. This will be her 7th. And we get ready to go for the start of the second half between China and England. China needs to outscore England by more than 1 goal. China had the intention to win, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to do so. So away we go then for the second half between China and England, and it looks as though China have the ball straight away. I think that was Zhang. I think that was Zhang Linyan who had the ball briefly. England retake it through Greenwood. Greenwood passes to Bronze. England now playing from left to right. China now going from right to left. Greenwood to Bright. Bright now to Carter. Carter to Bronze. Now the ball's been taken by by Zhang. It's Zhang for China. She looked dangerous towards the end of the first half. Almost sent it in, but England were quick to defend. One. And speaking of which, China looked like they were going to go for. That looked like China's first meaningful shot at goal throughout the match, and that was by Lu. Well, just take another look at that on my monitor. It was Zhang. Zhang Linyan did really well to. Zhang Linyan did really well to have a go at it, but I think the person who almost had a small finish of it might have been Chao Zhu. It was actually Chao Zhu who had that first meaningful shot at goal for China. But anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's still China 0, England 3. Chao Jing. Chao Zhu, I should say, but England are able to quickly take the ball back. It's now with Katie Zeeland. Zeeland to Lauren Hemp. Lauren Hemp crossing downwards to Lucy Bronze. It's now with Laura Coombs. Quickly taken back by China, and it's now Wang Shangshu to Lu. Now Wu this time. Wu passes to, I think that was Qing Shang. But England quickly take it back through Greenwood. Greenwood now passing to Alessia Russo. Russo needs to find someone to cross to quickly, but she loses the ball to China, and the ball is now with Chao Zhu. Chao Zhu gives it away to Bronze, but it's over the line. I think Chao Zhu might have deflected it away, which is why it's given England the throw it, which is why she gave England the throw in. Carter to Millie Bright. Now Greenwood. Laura Coombs. Back to Millie Bright. So over 3.5 minutes in the second half have been played. It's still China 0, England 3. Bronze to Carter. Now Millie Bright. England are surely doing enough to go through anyway, but an extra goal or two would be the icing on the cake for them. Bright crossing the ball up front to Daly, who I'm glad to see is able to take her position in the second half and carry on playing after being bundled down towards the end. Throw into China. Now Daly for England. Almost picked up by Lauren Hemp, I think that was, but given away to China. Laura Coombs retakes it. Zeeland to Carter. And now Millie Bright to Zeeland. Now Carter. Carter back towards Bright. Bright now to Greenwood. Greenwood finds Lauren James. James under pressure, but the ball is up. But the ball almost given away to China. It's now with Laura Coombs, and a free kick. I think has been given to England. So far I can't ascertain why. I think a China player might have impeded England deliberately or something. I'm never actually going to know. So 5 minutes into the second half, England to take the free kick. Bright stands inside the 18-yard box. It'll be Laura Coombs. It'll be Laura Coombs that will take the free kick. Or will it? No, it'll be Greenwood. Greenwood takes the free kick. almost headed by Lucy Bronze, who was just a few. It was just a few inches out. She missed, and that will. And I think that will have given England a corner. So looking on intently. I think a couple of England substitutes are getting warmed up. Chloe Kelly and Bethany England are warming up as well. I think I also saw Neve Charles doing a bit of getting ready to as a warm up, so she can come on too. It's Laura Coombs for England. Good header. Now James to Laura Coombs again. But retaken by Lu for China. It's now with the ball was just momentarily with Zhang. We'll just have to see what happens next. Throw into China to be taken by Chao Zhu. Chao Zhu but given away to England. It's now with Chao Zhu, saved by Mary Earps. And in fact it wasn't. It was Wu who saved it. In fact, it was Wu who saved it for England. In fact, it was Wu who had the attack at goal, but it was saved by Earps for England. Corner kick to China. And it'll be it will be Yao Ling Wei to take the corner. It's almost punched in by Earps, but the resulting scramble almost gave the goal to China. England lucky to get away with that. Do I think the corner has been re-given? Did Earps go over the line? Handball. One of the Chinese players is shouting. I couldn't see any handball. The referee Casey Rybolt's calling a halt to proceedings. And a VAR check for a possible penalty. Who got the handball? We may have to check to see what happened. Did Jess Carter inadvertently get a hand or a finger to it? And it's going to a check. And it's gone to a check for a possible penalty. If England's earlier goals didn't spice things up, this check certainly may. And the referee is going over to the screen to confirm this, or at least make up her mind. And she's going over the screen to review for a possible penalty. Could this be controversial? In fact, it was Bronze who had her arm out. So she may have inadvertently touched it with her arm. I thought Mary Earps just palmed it away straight away. But did Lucy Bronze's arm have some involvement? I'm starting to think it did. The referee going over the footage time again and again, and I can clearly see it did graze. It did slightly graze. The ball did slightly graze Lucy Bronze's arm, but the final decision isn't mine. It's the referee's, and we will let you know the outcome. And we'll let you know the outcome momentarily. Everyone waits to see what the decision is. Penalty! Penalty to China! So China do have a chance to get to consolation goal, and Lucy Bronze given a yellow card. I'm starting to think that the decision given by the referee was the right one. and the Chinese players are exuberant because they know that they have been thrown a lifeline. Not exact. Although it's probably just going to be a consolation goal by the looks of it. They know they're on their way out, but the person to take the penalty is the woman who scored in the last match against Haiti, Wang Shuang, with 39 goals. Can she make it 40? She breathes very deeply. She watches Mary Ertz's every move, and Mary Ertz will likewise be doing the same. She runs up, and it's in! China appears to have pulled one back, and they have! What an amazing finish! What a superbly taken penalty by Wang Shuang! That deep breathing paid off. Sent Mary Ertz the wrong way, and China have a goal at last. But that might mean very little in the eventual final outcome, because England still top Group C. I mean D, and Denmark are still runners up. And it will be a throw-in to China. Xiao Zhu to take the throw to I think that was Wang Shuang. Indeed, it was. Now Millie Bright to Jess Carter. Now Alex Greenwood. Greenwood passes to Rachel Daly. Now Lauren James back towards Daly. Now Millie Bright. Right now to Jess Carter. Carter to Bronze. Bronze passes to, I think that was Laura Coombs. Yes, it was. And now China appears to have gotten a second wind from that penalty by Wang Shuang. The ball has gone over the line though. Will it be an England throw? And indeed it is. It'll be Jess Carter It'll be Jess Carter to take the throw for England. Still no news on whether Kelly England or Charles will take their turns coming off from the subs bench. We'll let you know if and when they do. As the throwing efforts didn't last too long and the ball went over the line. Still no news on the others. Still no goals coming in between Haiti and Denmark. Denmark currently leading 1-0. And it will be Chao Zhu to take the free kick for China. And so Chao Zhu kicks the ball towards Liu, but cleared out by James. China aren't giving up though, and the ball is with Yang to Zhang, but kept out by England. It's Hem to Greenwood, but the ball is nicked by the Chinese captain Wang Shanshan, but to no avail. It goes over the line, and it goes over the bar, I should say, and that looked decent, by Yang. England now need to start pressing. England now need to start attacking more and not and not be shaken. Greenwood to James. Now back towards Alex Greenwood. I think after that China penalty, England are starting to lose a bit of performance. China retake it through Zhang. It's Bronze. Bronze tries to tackle, but the ball now ends up back at the feet of Bright. Bright to Greenwood. Now it's still with England. Greenwood, who I think passed to Laura Coombs. It's now Jess Carter. Carter to Millie Bright. Now it's with Alex Greenwood, and Greenwood crossing to Lucy Bronze, and I think Russo's going after the ball, but good block, but good blocking, I should say, by Yang, and once again we've got another banner asking for a player's shirt. We appear to see these quite a bit. We appear to see these quite a bit in England women's matches as of late. Ball now kicks out. It's Bronze with the header, but it goes over the line again for an England throw. I think that might have been Yao. I think that might have been Yao Ling Wei who kicked the ball out. It's Greenwood to Daly. Now Lauren James. James passes to Jess Carter. Carter now to Bronze. Now back towards Carter. Carter to Bright. It's Carter again. Lucy Bronze. Good deflection. Good deflection by Chen. And that was it. Yes, it was by Chen, and the ball is now with Greenwood. Greenwood trying to pass it back to Bright, which he does. Bright actually, I think, tackled it off a China player, and the ball is now with Jess Carter. Carter to Bright. Now back towards Carter. Bright again. Bright does a Bright crosses the ball forward to Daly, who I think slips up on a bit of grass. And as a result, couldn't take the ball. It's Russo. Alessia Russo now for England. She passes to Rachel Daly, but the ball is given away to China. Retaken by England through Casey Zeeland. It's Lauren James. James to Alex Greenwood, I think. Now Millie Bright. Bright passes down the wing to Jess Carter. Now back towards Bright. Bright to Greenwood. Now Casey Zeeland. Bright again. Bright now passes up the wing to Alex Greenwood. Greenwood sends it to Laura Coombs, I think, but well held by China. Casey Zeeland. Now Alex Greenwood. Greenwood passes to Rachel Daly. Good pass to Lauren James. James to Laura Coombs. Headed back. Now it's with Jess Carter. Carter to Lucy Bronze. Bronze almost sent it in. Now it's with Jess Carter. Carter crossing to Lauren James. And England make it 4! Lauren James has done it again. She had her second goal disallowed, but this time it counts. That was just absolutely brilliant. England appear to have got their momentum back. Nice cross by James. It was deflected away by Chen. Bronze had the slight touch of it. Carter did really well to cross to James. and James just responded with a will and launched the ball straight towards its target like an arrow. China needs to start. China just need to sort of up their game a bit more. But they know that they must beat England by two. But they know they must beat England by 2 or more goals. Though that is now looking increasingly unlikely. Ian Veronic talking to Niamh Charles, who could be coming on as a substitute. I think Chloe Kelly may well be coming on as well. Bright passes to Earps in goal. Now the ball's been passed back out to Jess Carter. Carter needs to pass to Bronze quickly. She does. But the ball was almost nicked by Chen. Now the ball goes. Now it was deflected by Chen, which is why Jess Carter will take the throw in for England. Carter throws to Alessia Russo, but the ball quickly intercepted and headed by Wang Shanshan. It's back with England through Russo. Russo trying to play the ball towards Hemp. The ball now ends up back with James. James to Daly. Daly under pressure. Daly almost tackled by the China captain, but the China captain appears to come off worse. No, in fact, it was Wu who tackled her. But other than that, she appears to be fine. Bethany England. Bethany England could well be coming on. We'll let you know. We'll let you know if and when she does. It's now Wang Shanshan trying to cross to Wang to a Wang Shuang, but the ball is quickly taken by England. China remember have never gone out of the group stage, and they've participated in every Women's World Cup since '91. Famously reached the final in 1999. But stats and years are irrelevant right now, as Chen throws the ball. After receiving that throw, the ball is now with Yao. Now it's with Zhang to I couldn't see who. Now the ball is firmly with England, I think. Yeah, yes, indeed it is. It's Millie Bright, but she deflects. But the ball is kicked out. It's over the line, so it looks as though it will be a China throw. For a moment, so I thought it was going to be Shan, but it's actually Chen who throws. Chen throws to the captain Wang Shanshan, and the ball was almost being played up to Wang Shuang. So England and Charles waiting for the right moment to come on. I think Chloe Kelly will be coming on as well. So it looks as though England will be making all 3 of those substitutions at once. Don't forget, Laura Coombs came on in place of Georgia Stanway, so the Lionesses will only have 1 available substitute place left. I'm surprised and astounded that China haven't made any substitutions. The ball is now being played for. Played forward to Lucy Bronze, but she was caught out by Chen. And the substitutions for England are going to be made now, as Niamh Charles comes onto the pitch, allegedly for Lucy Bronze. Russo and Hemp will be coming off as well. And Alessia Russo, who scored just before 5 minutes, and Lauren Hemp contributed also in the first half. So on come Niamh Charles, Bethany England, and Chloe Kelly. to possibly try another option for England. This to possibly try another setup for England's attacks, as both Russo and Hemp need to be rested. As both Hemp and Russo need to be rested and have their energy saved for the round of 16. China retake the ball. The ball is now with Liu. Chen crosses to, I couldn't see who. I think that might have. I couldn't see who properly. I think that might have been Zhang. I think that might have been Zhang. But I'm not too sure. Greenwood to James. Now Zealand. Just over 71.5 minutes have been played, and the score is now China 1, England 4. And Anne Jones says, so pleased that Lauren James. Bethany England to Chloe Kelly, but nothing comes of it. I think what Anne was trying to say, she was very pleased for that Lauren James goal. Anyway, Bethany England did well to assist to Chloe Kelly, but the ball just did not go in. Either way, China were caught out completely unawares. Corner to England. Katie Zealand kicks the ball into the 18-yard box, but it's handed over by Rachel Daly. She got her aim all wrong, and as a result, the scoreline still stays. And as a result, the score still stays as it is. But she knows that there is still plenty of time for England to at least add another, and China are going to make a substitution. I think that's or two, and the Chinese manager Shui Qingcha now talking to at least a couple of them. I think I saw Gu as one of them. Carter to Kelly. Kelly now passes to Bright. Bright now to Greenwood. Back to Bright. Bright passes down the wing to Jess Carter. Now Bright again. Bright to Alex Greenwood. And Greenwood passes back towards Bright. Bright crossing the ball to Niamh Charles. Charles sends it to Laura Coombs. But it goes over the line. There are almost 15 minutes to go until full time, and it's still 1-0 to Denmark in their match against Haiti. China will make their substitutions at last. Wang Shuang will come off, and so too will Li. So Wang Shuang off, and Li as well. And now On Kum Gu and Wu Haiyan. The ball is now kicked out by Zhu. Now the ball is firmly with China. England retake it through Katie Zealand. Zealand to Carter. Now Millie Bright. Bright now passing to Alex Greenwood. Now Jess Carter. Carter back towards Bright. Greenwood again. Greenwood passing the ball forward to Laura Coombs, but kept out by Chen. It's Zealand for England, but given away to China. I think that was Wu Haiyan. China retake the ball. This is Chen. Chen now passing to Gu, but again well held by England. Bethany England passes to Charles. Charles almost lost. Charles, I think, lost it at the last moment to Chen. And the throw-in has been given to China. Ball is now with Lauren James. Lauren James to Chloe Kelly. But the goal is open. Kelly takes a shot. And it's 5 for England. Ju just didn't know where the ball was. She stepped out of goal, which was very foolish. And England have made it 5. It's Chloe Kelly's first goal of the Women's World Cup. And the China and Zhu Qingcha just can't believe it. Shui Qingcha, I should say, just can't believe it. Nice cross by James, and Chloe Kelly just took advantage of the keeper dawdling, and her neat right footer just finished it off right there and then. She scores very amazing goals when she does that, Chloe Kelly, and this has got to be one of them. And poor old Zhu, what must be going through her mind right now? Ball now being passed to Alex Greenwood from Earps. Now it's with Lauren James. James back to Greenwood. Millie Bright. Bright now to Greenwood. Now it's with Jess Carter. Back towards Bright. Now Greenwood. Greenwood now crossing to, I think that was Charles, but was held, but the ball was headed by Chen, I think. Now it's going back. Now the ball is going back towards Millie Bright. Bright to Greenwood. It's with Zeelam. Bright again. Greenwood. No, Bright. Back to Greenwood. Greenwood passes back to Bright. Now Jess Carter. Carter to I think that was Lauren Ham. No, Alessia. Chloe Kelly. Bright to Carter. Carter passes back to Bright. It was actually Laura Coombs. Zeelam back towards Bright. Bright long range pass to Laura Coombs, but Laura Coombs trying to pass to Charles, and it goes over the line. And about to come onto the field of play is Ella Toone, and the ball now thrown taken by England through Neve Charles. The ball now ends up back with Bright. Bright to Greenwood. Greenwood to Casey Zeelam. Zeelam passes to Lauren James, although she is intercepted by China. The ball is now with, I think, Trang. Now it's with Wang Shanshan. The ball remarkably kept in play, because I thought it was going to go over. Not anymore, and it will be a throw in to China to be taken by Wu Haiyan. Wu Haiyan to take the throw. Ella Toone standing very patiently on the touchline, and I think it's Lauren James she's going to come on for, and that was just that remarkable goal by Lauren James, which counted as the third for England. Just arrowed it in with ease. Or was it the most recent goal? Yeah, it was the most recent goal. So James now off the pitch, I should say, and Ella Toone calmly stepping in to take her place. Less than 10 minutes to go until full time. China 1, England 5. You're listening to the Commentary Hub with me, Nicholas Jones. We can also hear us on the Commentary Hub too, JB Sports, Storm FM, and we're also on our Twitch channel. as Lauren James gets a well-earned drink and the chance to cool down and effectively make herself. So China look like they're about to make a bit of a forward play, but England still held them. The ball is now with Gu, although she's under pressure from Charles. Charles nicks the ball really well, but that looked like a forward play. That looked like a forward play on goal by China. England again held, and the referee now in conversation with Ella Toon. Free kick to China. So what did Ella Toon do? Did she impede or push anyone? I couldn't tell whether she did or not. But either way, it's given China a free kick. China will at least want another goal just to keep the scoreline down. And it looks like it. And to me, it looks like it might be Yang that will take the free kick. But the referee still isn't going to make up her mind. Mary Earp's now trying to argue her point, and the referee is standing firm, and no free kick is to be taken. So it'll be a straight up goal kick to England, which Earps takes straight away. Millie Bright to Casey Zeeland. Now it's with Ella Toon. Ella Toon passes down wing to Niamh Charles. Niamh Charles! Great pass to Chloe Kelly, who just keeps the ball in. Kelly going after the ball, kept away by China. Throwing it to England. I think that might have been Chen who kept the ball out. It's Ella Toon after the throw-in. She passes to Niamh Charles through Kelly. Now Ella Toon again. Toon! Headed away, though, by China. Chloe Kelly wants more. Kelly to Laura Combs. And Rachel Daly. It's 6 for England. That looked like a really good finish by Daly. Remember, she was fouled in the first half. Recovered amazingly well. And let's see what happened on my monitor. Kelly with the shots, and Daly with the cross. It went as far as Laura Coombs, and I think Daly just took advantage of the rebound because the Chinese player must have gotten in the way of Laura Coombs. But anyway, it doesn't matter now. England are 6-1 up, and in terms of China and Denmark, I should say, still 1-0 up against Haiti. So it looks as though Haiti's Women's World Cup dreams are over. But just let's say that we go to a VAR check. But we go to a VAR check on that goal. I'm actually beginning to think that the goal could well be ruled out. So I could see a couple of I thought I could see a player offside. It might have been Laura Coombs. But the referee is talking to everyone in the booth in the VAR room about whether the goal should be ruled out. Ella Toon looking calm and composed, and Niamh Charles standing still. The referee communicating with everyone in the VAR room. Juan Soto is the main referee there, and Casey Rybelt appears to have made a decision, and the goal stands. The goal stands. For once England have a VAR decision go their way. Zeeland to Toon. Now back to Zeeland. Zeeland passes to Jess Carter. Now it's back with Casey Zeeland. Zeeland to Millie Bright. Now it's with Alex Greenwood. Greenwood to Zeeland, but given away to China, and Zeeland has gone down. Casey Zeeland Katie Zeeland has, I think, been fouled, but I think she's back up on her feet. Anyway, it's China. Anyway, it's China pressing on towards the goal right now, and the ball now being crossed into the 18-yard box, headed away by Charles. But good work by China though, and that was almost sent in by Chen. Earps did well to keep it out, and that was just real heart in the mouth stuff for England. Chen with the shot at goal, but England can thank their lucky stars that they've got somebody like Mary Earps to keep the goals out. And as things stand in the table, England will be the Group D winners. Denmark will be the runners-up, and China, thanks to their win against Haiti, will finish in third place. The Chinese manager Shui Qingcha looking on from the touchline. She looked like she couldn't bear to watch, and who could blame her? Carter to Millie Bright. Bright passes to Alex Greenwood. Although I think Wu looked like she was going to try and take the ball off, but the ball is now being pressed forward to Nii Charles. Gu looked menacing, but England held on. It's Ella Toone. Ella Toone with the ball for England. Passes to Bethany England. Now Laura Coombs. Coombs passes to Alex Greenwood. Greenwood again to Rachel Daly. Now the ball has been passed back down to Alex Greenwood. Greenwood to Jess Carter. Carter now to Millie Bright. Now Daly. Daly to Bright. We're into the 88th minute now, and it's China 1, England 6. As Chen, I believe, as Wang, or as Wang, I should say, or no, Yang, and the referee and the referee giving a crossword to Chloe Kelly. Kelly may well have impeded her, and the ball, and it was a China free kick. The ball being played to, I think that was Gu, but it's over the line for a throw, and it'll be Chen to take the throw. Chen throws to Gu, and Gu crosses, but saved by Mary Earps. The ball is now with Chloe Kelly. Kelly passes to England, who gets tangled up with Wu Haiyan. Throwing given to England though. Ball now thrown to Rachel Daly. Daly to Ella Toone. Toone with the ball. She passes to Nii Charles. Now back towards Toone. Now the ball is with Bright. Bright to Greenwood. Now Millie Bright again. And Bright crossing the ball to, I think that was Rachel Daly. Now it's back with Greenwood. Greenwood to Daly. Daly into the 18-yard box, but saved by Zhu. Any second now, we shall enter the 90th minute, and what minutes will be added on, we will let you know very shortly, as Ella Toone appears to have fouled Wang. Indeed it was Wang, and a free kick has been given to China. And a substitution for China, or should that be two? Will be made shortly. The referee blows the whistle for the China free kick. 11 minutes have been added on. I think that call is completely wrong. China trying to play the ball forward, but saved by Mary Ertz. We will let you know when Haiti against Denmark. We will let you know when it's full time for Haiti against Denmark. And it's Millie Bright passing to Alex Greenwood. Greenwood to Bethany England. Bethany England now with the ball just inside the 18-yard box. Almost did well to hold on. It's Kelly to Bright. Bright now passing to Ella 2. Now that's a downward pass to Neve Charles, although Charles loses the ball to Chen. It's Chen for China, and it's over the line. And the halftime, and the substitution is about to be made for China, or is it going to be Daly? Yes, indeed, it is Daly. She was just onside, and that was just a short analysis of whether the ball should still remain in, of whether the goal would be allowed to stand, and thankfully it was. So Wu and Yao Ling Wei make way for Shen and Du. So Shen, now it's with Jess Carter for England. Alex Greenwood. England have completed 645 passes, 16 attempts on goal, and 7 attempts on target. China have had only 3 attempts on target. Toon, and that just goes to show how superior England have been in terms of possession and performance. It's Chloe Kelly with the ball for England, but she's just caught out by Du. Thrown by Charles to England. Ella 2. Now Kelly. Kelly passes back towards Charles. Charles to Millie Bright. Bright now to what was Greenwood? That was Wai Huyan. Now Wang Shanshan. But the referees called a halt to play, and it looks as though it'll be a throw-in. It'll be a throw-in to England. The Chinese fans know that defeat is inevitable. Still no word on whether Denmark against Haiti has gone to full-time yet. It appears to be still ongoing. Throw-in given to China. That would be Wu Haiyan. Rachel Daly keeping the ball in for England. It's Daly to Katie Zeelam, and Bright tries to hold on to the ball but can't. And that was I think a foul by Shen. And after almost 95 minutes, it still remains China 1, England 6. Just elapsed 95 minutes now. Carter to Bright. Now Greenwood, and Greenwood was trying to play it forward to Laura Coombs, but she was cut out by China. Carter now to Neve Charles, and Neve Charles trying to cross to Bethany England, but well held by China. Laura Coombs now for England, and it's just wide. That would have been her first goal at international level. That was from a good fair distance back, but it was too wide. Drew to take the goal kick for England, headed by Neve Charles, I believe. Now the ball is with Wu Haiyan. Haiyan to Neve Charles, and Charles could have been tackled by Gu, but she wasn't. And it's a throw-in to England. Jess Carter will be the one to take the throw. And we've just had confirmation that Denmark have extended their lead against Haiti. Sane Troelsgaard in the 100th minute. That would be the 10th minute of added on time. And the ball has gone over the line. Daly has been fouled just as I was going through that Denmark goal. It might have been by Shen. Daly appears to be. Daly is all right. That's good. And Lauren James. Amazing that she scored that goal, and because of what's been happening, I found a really hard time for me to choose my player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services. But I will be giving it very shortly. China with the ball, and the ball is now with Chen to, I couldn't see who it was. That might have been Shen. Indeed it was. And Chen now sending the ball over for a goal kick. This is what Troelsgaard did against Haiti. Nicely taken shot into the bottom left corner. So Denmark will be going through to the round of 16 along with England. Charles to Bethany England. Chloe Kelly now to Ella Toon. Toon once again to Bethany England. China do well to hold them off. It's Neve Charles. But the ball is given away to Do. And it's now back with Bright. And the ball has been given away to England and Millie Bright. Bright to Earps. Earps now to Greenwood, and it's now with Katie Zeeland. Zeeland now to Alex Greenwood, and the ball's now been passed back towards Greenwood. Greenwood to Millie Bright. Jess Carter. We've now got 2 minutes to go until full time. England could well be going for a 7th, but to be honest, I think they'll go away satisfied with what they have. As Daly tries to play the ball to Laura Coombs, which she does. It's Laura Coombs with a long-range shot, but it's over the bar. Very unlucky for her to miss a second time. And another China player looks like she's going to get ready to come on. And this could be why, because Lou is down on the ground. I couldn't see who fouled her, but the players are trying to get some energy back into her legs. I think she might have been stepped on or something. And Lou is going to be substituted. She has been one of the key players for China throughout this game, and the Chinese and her fans are applauding her, and she makes way for Wang Lin. comforted briefly by Sri Ching Cha. And it appears, and it's full time between Haiti and Denmark. Denmark win 2-0. So we haven't got long left, until the final whistle between China and England. China pressing on hard with Gu, given away though to Jess Carter. Carter sends the ball away, but it's all over. England are through to the round of 16 along with Denmark. What an amazing performance by England. This is more like the Lionesses of old. After a tough start to their group, they scored a narrow victory against Haiti. They scored just the once again against Denmark, but they have completely run rings around China, and England take that next step on into achieving world glory. Their next match in the round of 16 will be against Nigeria, whilst Denmark will face Australia. Final score at the Hindmarsh Stadium: China 1, England 6. Will the Lionesses show more of the same performance against Nigeria, or could Nigeria be a real thorn in their side? Only time will tell. Thank you very much to everyone who's tuned in for this amazing match between China and England today. I've been Nicholas Jones. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll be back later on for the roundup show. Until then, goodbye.